Hello, all my beautiful mystic friends. Welcome to your Monday Mystic Affirmation. This is the energy for the belief and manifestation of the things you want in your life to receive better and to continue growing and moving forward in abundance. And we're using tarot with some clarifying decks here, which are oracle decks. And we've got our Easter theme going because we've got that week coming up. Weekend is next Sunday, so I hope all of you are in a springtime mode, feeling very invigorated and ready to manifest new things as new beginnings move through our special alignment with growth and prosperity. So here we go. If you'd like a private reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. It's always at the top here, either in my lovely little paper paper representation, or in the monthlies. You'll see my son works on those and he does all the nice little graphics. So you can always find me at royalmystic.com. Anyone offering a reading to you that is not referring you to my site is not me. So many blessings to you all. And we begin. We have the Chariot. The Chariot is the energy of being very much in a place of abundance and growth. It is the Cancer major arcana. It means absolute upgrade, and she is surpassing all things in her path. She's not just overcoming them. She's overcoming them grandly, like not even having to touch them. So we like that kind of energy, launching over them, that our trajectory is so strong that it is higher than anything that might stand in our way. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is soul family energy. These are people around you who are supportive of you and will help you through your life processes as you will them. So let's go into the reading. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow everyone to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome this blessed energy. Thank you for your presence. You are always welcome and very appreciated. So, for those of you who do not know, this is a reading for the day's energy and how we can best overcome challenges. It also is for all sun, moon, and rising signs. So this is not horoscope based. This is manifestation based. Well, looky here. We like the fool. I don't want to cover this as your or my kind of peeps because I love that saying. This is one of my favorite backgrounds here. And so we have the energy of the Fool, which is the whole essence and story of tarot, truly, and the story of your life and my life and everyone else's life. These are the trials and tribulations starting from ground zero. And that's why the Fool is the zero and not the one. It is the inception of all things, and it is the cycle of life that continuously restarts. That's the thing. We're not in this to do a one fell swoop. We have to repeat our actions daily to achieve what we want. And sometimes we have to tweak them as we go because we have to understand that if it's not working, we've got to adjust. And doing those little adjustments and being dedicated to the fact that you're going to show up the next day and try again, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, that's where the success is the determination to continue on until you reach your goal. And once that one's reached, there's always a new one to have, or you find one along the way. So friendship is here with that Six of Cups energy we already had. And the special friends are here to help and bring me strength through difficult times. This is important. They may not be a friend that stays with you. I've had many people in my life that I really loved and felt very strongly about being in their presence and them and they in mine. However, they move on. Things happen and they end up going somewhere else. But I got to know them for that time, and that's all that it was for. So trust. I set my intention to trust in my abilities and improve my circumstances. So having the energy of being able to trust yourself is really all you have to do, and let the universe be your grounding post, right? Letting you trust the universe because you trust yourself inherently. Being in a place of trust is the hardest thing to do. That is the hardest step to overcome. Once you master that, and that means you've mastered fear, because trust is tied in with fear. The doubt is fear. You can do anything you can imagine. Listen to your intuition. This is your inner self. Your higher self is always guiding you toward the positive or toward the right next thing or the next right thing. This is always important because remember, it's a series of events. It's a series of actions, events, and reactions, right? And once we get ourselves tuned in, the main thing here is the root chakra is showing up. But getting yourself tuned in and grounded that's when you get to get the show on the road. So the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in our bodies and as well as in the physical world. So this is super important to be aware that your root chakra and the grounded energy is important to have. You got to have a jumping off point. Even the Fool has a place to start. I trust my inner wisdom. The Louise Hay cards. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. Now, I want you to notice, this brings both of these into call here. Trust and intuition. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. I trust my inner wisdom. This is important. When we create harmony in our minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. All my relationships are harmonious. When we create harmony in our own minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. All my relationships are harmonious. What a lovely, wonderful goal to be in that energy of getting along. You don't have to agree, but you don't have to make it into a negative experience either. The Two of Wands is about making choices. And just remember, these two choices that are coming up look to run parallel. So no matter if you choose right, left, or middle, you're going to end up in the same approximate location. So this is not taking you off your path. This is a preference of, say, if the universe said you want coffee or tea, it's not going to be telling you, well, you made the wrong choice. Now you're screwed because you asked for tea. It doesn't care. They're both equally important. And look at here, no matter what choice you make, it can't be the wrong one, especially if the Wheel of Fortune's coming in. Yeah, there's no wrong choice with that, because the Wheel of Fortune is the moment the catalyst hits, the ignition starts, and the universe literally starts the whole process of breaking down all things that are in your way, breaking down mental constructs that you hold. It is a very fast-moving energy, and it clears your karmic debt, but it also releases you from being held in a place of limbo or feeling like you're stuck. The thing is, you got to deal with all that. When it starts, you have to go through the process. So don't back away from it, because that just means you start yourself over again. Now we have the Queen of Swords. Jack is after the mail lady or somebody. So, oh, that's the UPS guy. Sorry, guys. The Queen of... Okay, is he going to stop? Maybe. The Queen of Swords is the energy of being very much in a place of pointedness and being secure in your decisions and your moves forward, being in power. having your intuition locked in. I'm sorry about Jack barking, but it's, when you have dogs, you have dogs. He's my big protector. So this Queen of Swords is really saying your knowledge is on point. You've got all the things. You're headed in the right direction. Now it's time for you to take action. And this is the sword of knowledge, the sword of truth, justice. It brings light. And it also gets you put on a trajectory of moving forward and making the things change that you need to change. The sword is actually double-edged, so it's freeing as well as defensive, right? So this is the place where you now have the tools you need to strike out and move forward and make things happen. So having this new beginning, you have choices that you get to, options really, to choose. And I just say real strong for anyone who's on the verge of, well, what do you mean options to choose? So every day when I wake up, I choose happy. It's not something that came natural. I had to make the habit of choosing happy. And if I choose happy, that means everything within my day is going to bring me joy, which is why you see me do my nails and why you see me put these cool little backgrounds and celebrate the time. This is the moment where you get the choice. Now, you can choose whatever you want, but that's my choice, and that's a conscious choice. And once I started doing it enough, it became an automatic choice. So, many blessings to you all. May you have a fabulous Monday. It looks like it's going to be amazing. So you've got to be able to trust and follow your intuition and allow yourself to ground and move forward. Many blessings, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.